1996, something like that. I went with my friend Greg Bowen back to his place, and they were married at the time, and I was really impressed with Essie. She gave me some poems that she'd written. Over the years, she kind of became pretty well known in St. Paul as a poet, and what I wanted to do tonight was to share a couple of her poems with you. I think I'm going to read 3, and then I'm going to sing a song that Greg wrote for her. They divorced after about 2 years, and I didn't ever see that much of Essie after that, although I talked with her at Greg's funeral, or celebration of life. And I went to some of her readings over the years, and probably got a couple of books autographed. I picked this book off the shelf today. I think this was her 3rd poetry collection. It's called Sky Thick With Fireflies. And as I was looking through it, I realized, I don't think I ever read this one. So anyway, I found 3 poems to share with you tonight. Yeah, it's hard to... There we go. Okay, this poem is called Amniocentesis. And it's the longest one I'm going to read. That pulsing screen, an ultrasound to find the spot they could extract the illuminating fluid. I remember Richard as remote, afraid when he saw the needle pierce my stomach, that my pain might be infectious. I remember my own fear. Was I too old at 40? Was the baby healthy? Was I wrong to think love was the one boat we could now row through deep waters and not drown? The table was cold. The gel on my belly was cold. The month-long wait for news was winter tapping at my shoulder daily. When they phoned to say, no genetic problems, do you want to go ahead? I was skittery with joy, blurting yes to the next question. Do you want to know the child's gender? And that was another time, wasn't it? Anyway, a boy. Would a boy provide the glue that kept a man who reasoned first for abortion, fastened to us all? Oh, hindsight is a sage. I should have spent that pregnancy studying the raccoon family who slinked up from the river to thieve garbage treasure nightly in the neighborhood that summer. Learning something from the way the father ran when I shined the flashlight in his panicked eyes, 2 young cubs mewling in the dust behind. And this is a poem called Scissors. I always know when they're put away in the kitchen drawer, though I've left them sometimes on the floor for days, abandoned next to tape and glue, stars and paper, someone's project for school. I love their light grasp when opened, the tune they make when clicking shut. What lives they've lived inside my hands. Those angled bows of orange plastic, their gunmetal legs pointed below. What witness they've borne to my journey, the first to feel my braids falling, cleanly as my childhood at 13. Such comfort that their snug fit provides when slicing new fabric for a new dress, a new life. How helpful tonight their blades as I shred to bits old letters, photographs, every trace of the unwanted past. And this poem is called Where Acorns Fall. Bury me where acorns fall, from great trees that sway their hips when winds come, and in the deep heat of June offer shade for lichened letters growing from the stone above, my grave, where in December hard starlight forces shadows from bur oaks onto snow, and where I will recall the joy of climbing, my foothold on the ragged bark, a kind of tense kiss, my body wrapped around the dark trunk, nails dug in tight for life.